All right, hey, doing a Buoy 10 update. We went out today on the 4th. It was a really soft tide. We went out in the ocean. The ocean was pretty calm, but the fish were just spread out. So we kind of hunted around and got a bite here, a bite there, 60 feet, 70 feet. And it took us till noon to get a limit of for 4 people. So we did get 3 Chinook, and 2 of them, all bright, all really nice looking Chinook. 2 of them cut blood red. One of them was a little paler. It really didn't look like a tule, but it's so hard to tell sometimes in the salt. It had a sloped up fin, and it looked good, but sometimes, who knows. Anyway, then we got the rest coho, and they were all really good size, but they were hard to get. We talked to a few people that kind of struggled. They only got a handful. There was an area where all the charter boats were kind of hanging out in like 100 feet of water. And I think maybe majority of the boats out in the ocean were with them. But, you'd see like one net over here, one net over there. We went all the way over the green line from there, and there was like 2 boats, and we got the rest of our fish over there. But it's a point there I'm trying to make is just because everybody's fishing in this big group, it's even for us, we were like, oh, maybe we should just stay here, like they know something we don't, but they don't. They're just trying because that's what they probably did yesterday. And anyway, so you might make a move, but for sure the fish were spread out all over the place, and it was difficult to find them. You really had to work, and the south wind did start. It seemed like it started to me, so we were getting sprayed. If you were in an open boat coming from the north going south, you were getting soaked. So tomorrow's probably pretty salty. I don't think we're gonna go in the ocean for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks at this point. I mean, a week at least. But I did hear from some guys at the dock that the river was, at least what they observed, was not very good. I'm sure other people had good success, but there wasn't a whole lot of people out. It was Monday, and we just wanted to hit the ocean one last time before the south winds come and it kind of kicks up, and but anyway, we used e-plugs, pro trolls. We used coho killer spoons that worked well, and I ran a hoochie with a blade, and that worked really well. That was catching a lot, but kind of all our go-to stuff. Trying to think. There was less grass. There was a lot of grass on Saturday when we went. A lot of grass. There was way less grass. There was whales, lots of porpoises, lots of birds feeding. It was kind of weird because the birds were feeding everywhere, it seemed like, but there weren't necessarily bites happening in those areas. So I don't know if they're just spread out, but the currents were pretty strong, and that kind of made it difficult too. So there was a few challenges out there, but I'm not really sure. Next week, I think we're going to go in the river next weekend, and it should be a pretty big tide. I thought I saw a negative tide, so, that should make make them channel a little better in the river. I'm not an expert, but that's going to be we'll figure out a game plan as it gets closer. A lot of guides and stuff do these updates, but now I figured I'd just throw something together. There will be a video, but it's probably going to take me a few days to get it out. I got to get back to work and get a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of maintenance to do on this boat. It's been run pretty hard, and a lot of our gear needs to be redone. But yeah, overall it was good out there. It's good out there if you're able to get out in the ocean. It's good. I bet as the tides increase, when the ocean calms back down, it should be pretty good. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was good. It just was, you kind of expect sometimes out there that it's going to be like super fast and furious. And it was, but it took a while. A lot of, like I said, they're just spread out. And you had to work for them. Sometimes we get spoiled by how easy it can be out there. But then other days, we went out on Saturday, we didn't get anything. We didn't even get one bite from a salmon. And that's just how it goes. So I don't want it to seem like we go out and we do pretty well, but we also don't get fish sometimes. So we were lucky today, and we worked for them though. We put some miles on to try to search around for them. But if you got out, great. And there's a lot of Chinook around. I think we caught Chinook in another thing. We're not really dropping deep. We were catching them with coho. like 25 feet on the line. 22. I think we got our biggest one 22 feet on the line counter, and it was in like 100 feet of water on the green line. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's the bait was all spread out. They were just coming up and feeding up high. But just a little fact that for anybody who's maybe if you do go out tomorrow and brave that south wind, they were out there today. You know, right on the green line. So I don't know if that helps. But anyway, you know, if you like this stuff, please subscribe. We'll put a video out. We get some cool action today. I think I get some whales on camera and stuff. But it should be pretty good action. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks.